Well, hey y'all, it's Dan. I want to welcome y'all to my home in the sticks and good Tuesday afternoon to you. Today, we're going to talk about a little something different. And let me get set up and we're going to rock right on into it. Give me a second. All right, so what is it that you want to talk about, Dan? Well, it is this home place safety. I've never actually I've realized and I've known about it, but I actually really started thinking about it here a lot lately. And that is all of the different things around your home place or your homestead that could cause you to have some problems. Be it get hurt, get stung, get bitten, things of that nature. And I figured, you know what? Hey, let's do a video on that. And I'm going to gear it towards, everything around my home place that could potentially be a threat. So let me show you one of them right now. We have a lot of wasp here in East Central Mississippi. That is a wasp nest. I already took care of him. I hit it with this stuff right here. And with saying that, I'm just like stupid allergic to wasp and bee stings, and that is definitely something that I need to keep my eyes open for pretty much everywhere here on my home place, because we have wasps and beehives or wasp nests everywhere. Wherever there's something that they can crawl into and make a nest, they're gonna make a nest. And if you think about it, if I'd have been standing out here getting my grill on and it was a windy day and those chimes went to clacking and it disturbed those bees, those wasps, son, they'd have torn me up while I was standing here trying to get my barbecue on. So that's one that you got to look out for. Like places like this up underneath. Oh, there's some right there. I don't know if you can see it, but they in that corner right there. I'm not gonna get too close to them because, yeah, I hope I got some more wall spray. Yeah, I might be able to get them later on. Okay, let's rock on. I don't know, it's just something I've been thinking about here lately. It's like, dang, boy, if something stung me or bit me up and I was having some issues, what would I do? So I'm more on the preventative side of things. I like to find ways to prevent it. I don't really like killing anything, but I will kill the far out of some wasps and some red ants. So let's rock on and I'm gonna show you. Here you go, right there. Anytime it rains here at my home place, after the rain stops, there's gonna be 50 million red ant piles all over the place. I'm not really allergic to red ants. They nasty little boogers. They'll tear you up if they get you, and they'll leave some little nasty whelps on you. But it's just pain and discomfort is what it is. And it's something that you really have to be aware of and look for. There's a big one right there. And it's just one of those things. Ooh, there's a big old wasp nest up there. God bless. Geesh gracious, there's one right there. Holy crap. I don't know if you can see it, and there's one over there. And they love getting up underneath stuff like this. It's just some stuff you got to pay very close attention to, especially if you're allergic to it. Another thing, kind of like a home place hazard, all of us homesteaders or people on the home place love collecting things, especially tin. If you can collect tin or trade for tin, it's just always good to have on hand. There's a bunch of it right there. Now, let me pose this question to you. I live in a extremely high wind area. Woo! Getting kind of windy out here. So we got it all down. Oh, look at that sky over there. If we get a real bad storm move in, we can have winds 50, 60, 70 mile an hour winds. What would happen if some wind caught up underneath this tin and sent that tin flying? Probably hurt somebody. So what do you do about that? Well, I'll put cinder blocks on top of it, things of that nature. Put heavy stuff on it just to weigh it down. Moved it kind of like towards a tree line, and it's kind of low. Haven't had any problems, but that's really something that you need to think about. You know, where you're gonna stack your tin, because if that stuff goes airborne and hits somebody, it ain't gonna be good. Another thing is, dang, all these trees, all these branches all over the place. As you can see, those right there are real close to my shop. And I have some that are probably drooping on top of my my deck over there, the roof to my deck. And I have some more over there. That's really something that you need to look into. And especially like the tree that fell on my pasture fences. That's really something that needs to be looked into. And what can I do to prevent that? Chainsaw, pole saw, something. You get some high winds, and especially if you have trees around your pasture fences and the wind knocks one of those big branches down and it falls on your pasture fence and your animals get out. That could be a real mess. But if you have cows, horses, things of that nature, they get out, get in the roadway, somebody hits your animal on the roadway, be it a county road, public road, whatever, the owner of that animal is responsible, civilly and possibly criminally. See all of those up there over my shack? I got to get rid of those. I mean, I got to get rid of those limbs, because if the limbs fall on my shack, it's going to end up damaging my roof. So it's just a plethora of things that you need to take into consideration at, you know, your homestead or your home place. And that's being prepared for, you know, things like the rain, high wind, wasp, ants, you know, whatever you have at your home place. It's how do you prepare yourself to deal with those things? What can you do on the preventative side to prevent it from happening? And all of that takes, that's stuff you sure enough have to think about. All right, one more, maybe two more, but that thing over there, trampoline. Everybody has a trampoline. Most youngins love trampolines. What do you do with that thing in a high wind situation during a storm? I've actually seen winds pick that thing up and drag it from over there. Well, not drag it, but pick it up and lift it up and move it all the way over here, close to this pool deck right here. Yeah, imagine if it lands on top of your vehicle. That could be a problem. Just saying. I'm probably gonna have to figure out a way to anchor that thing down, because it's huge. It is a big trampoline, bigger than a normal trampoline, so it's got to be anchored in several different places. Another thing, HomePlace hazard. It's not really a hazard. It's just things you're gonna have to deal with. You lose electricity. I lose electricity over here on a regular basis. I guess it could get cloudy and we could lose electricity here. What do you do? I mean, we have candles and we also have some oil lamps and things like that. But what happens if your electricity is out for an extended period of time? Maybe you have some family over, some elderly family, things like that. They surely can't be sitting in the heat. So what do? You got to have some type of preparedness plan, or a plan, a preparedness plan. And I think everybody should have one of those. What are we gonna do if this happens? Where are we gonna go if this happens? Down here in East Central Mississippi, in my home place, we are in, and I don't wanna say we're in a tornado alley, but there are several tornadoes that have, knock on wood, hope we don't get any anytime soon, but there have been some tornadoes that came through here. I wanna say 3-4 years ago, we had one come through and it took dang near the top of my shop off. and it picked my trailer up, literally picked it up and moved it about 4 feet to the north, and it landed on top of my AC unit. So just things that, and it's a hazard. That is a HomePlace / Homestead hazard. It's, you know, just things that could possibly happen. So I want to ramble on too much, but it was just something that I was thinking about, and I was like, you know what, that would be a pretty cool video to put up, you know, HomePlace homestead hazards. What do you do in this situation? So y'all, if you like the video, give it one of those. Surely do like those. If you want to subscribe, hey, consider subscribing. Sure like to have new folks to the channel, just so I can share what I'm doing over here at my home in the sticks with y'all. And if you want to put in the comments or something like that, always like comments. But if you have a comment or a suggestion, or maybe a hazard around your home place or homestead, hey, drop it down in the comments. Be something that we can all talk about, and it'll give, you know, it'll give ideas to other people. You know, other people that may watch this video, hey, they may have something similar to what you have or what I have, and it may give them some ideas on, you know, what they could do to improve their situation. So y'all, I'll see you and y'all in the next video.